And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes. Just a quick video for you, nothing crazy, but I did want to discuss triple threat offline. I was going to say online again, but I think it's just kind of habit to talk about it. Nobody really makes videos about triple threat offline for obvious reasons. But with the new Easter event, you can make a lot of MT. So it is imperative to try to get as many of these free packs as you possibly can. I mean, realistically, I just dropped a free pack opening. I didn't really get much out of it, but at the same time, it's just free MT and free stuff. So you might as well try to, expand upon it as much as you possibly can. Triple threat offline being the best possible way to do so. In addition to, I personally believe that the next triple threat offline reward we get is going to be one of those sought after triple threat offline cards that we really haven't seen this year. So I wanted to put this video out first to try to help, win as many games as quickly as humanly possible in triple threat offline. Look, your OG ultimate sweat lords are not going to need a video like this. This is just kind of more or less for newer players and players that just kind of need a little competitive edge against the CPU. The CPU can be a little merciless at times. So let's get into it. Look, you can finish games with the squad that we're about to use in 5 minutes. Like, they're that good. So this is the squad right here. They're all grindable and achievable right now. So I would recommend, even if you don't plan on doing any of these zero gravity challenges, to get these three guys right here. Shaq, Grant Williams, and Tyrone Lue. And relatively easy they are to get. Why did I speak like Yoda right there? I don't know. So you play one game and you get Giannis, who's also a very good option in his own right if you want to use him. Then you play 5 minutes and score 4 points with zero gravity Giannis in a game, which you could do in like the pickup game or something similar where you're also getting rewarded for doing that. You get Vic Krejci, who I think people were really excited about, but I personally don't think he's that good. Score 10 points in a game. You can obviously just do that in a triple threat offline game and you get Grant Williams. Then score 4 points in the paint with Grant Williams, you get Shaq. 2 dunks with Shaq in a game, which is super easy. Then you get Tyrone Lue. So it's relatively simple to get. And then once you get all these guys, you're going to have access to the emeralds and stuff. But this squad is ridiculous, and I'll show you why. Grant Williams is dumb, like straight up dumb. Everybody's talked about him. 6'6" with just a wet jump shot. Like, he brings you a lot that you don't expect him to, like gold brick wall, clamps, interceptor, intimidator, limitless spot up, blinders, quick first step, sniper. Like, this card is the most overpowered straight sharpshooting gold in the game. Then we got Big Diesel himself. He's 7'1". This is Big Fat Shaq on the Cavaliers. Super tight. Not quite Fu Manchu, Fat Shaq, or whatever he was calling himself at that point in time on the Suns, but he was close. Rim protector, box, intimidator. Obviously, he's going to be able to set some of the most impressive and honestly just best screens in the game. Shaq's great for that. I mean, the two best screeners in the game, in my opinion, are Shaq and Embiid. Like, at least so far that we've seen. Just with the combination of player build and badge count, those guys have been able to set some of the most effective screens in the game. And then we got Tyrone Lue, who is unquestionably the most overpowered gold in the game. Clamps, limitless spot up, pickpocket. He's got ridiculous speed. 93-point shot. The 70 driving dunk is misleading because he will boom it hard. 86 ball handle. Like, the defense is not there, but he's not terrible either. But that's what you got Shaq and Grant Williams for anyway. 97 speed. This team, you will not lose games with this team. I promise. Like, the occasional time the CPU decides to put you in your place, you might lose games, but majority of the time you're going to run into teams like this. A dynamic ratings guy and 2 current series guys. And winning is very simple. I mean, you could do it in a variety of ways, depending what your play style is. I mean, the easiest way would be to stop and pop off of screens with Shaq and Tyrone Lue. You can also do it with Grant Williams, too. It doesn't really matter. The reason I say to use Grant Williams instead of Giannis is it just spreads the floor a little bit. And when it comes to using Giannis over Shaq, which isn't the most terrible idea in the world, Shaq just sets so much better screens that it's just honestly a better idea to run with Shaq. Yeah, you can just rim run with Giannis like crazy and he plays lockdown defense, but Shaq's big and he will literally get boards over anybody, especially in the gold range. Like, occasionally you'll come up against like gold Joakim Noah, which is kind of a problem, but that's about the biggest kind of issue you'll deal with. Like, big boy Shaq can throw it down. Who is that? And who is this European guy? And why did he just splash on me? Okay, Okay, but literally, I mean, if you wanted to play like a cheese ball, you literally just had to do this every single time. And Tyrone Lue will miss whites on a pretty consistent basis, but most of the time, Shaq will get the rebound, so it doesn't even really matter. Like, occasionally, you're going to come up against the CPU. As you can see, I've won like 36 games in a row using this squad, so the CPU is going to start to be merciless towards me, so it can bring me back down to earth and put me in my place. Like, that will occur. And anybody who's played enough triple threat offline, especially over the years, but definitely this year, knows for an absolute fact that sometimes 2K just decides that you need to lose. Like, it's no joke. But realistically, you could do this every single possession with Shaq and Tyrone Lue. Like I said, occasionally the CPU is just going to decide that you need to lose. And that's just how it is. Okay, Omar Yurt 7. All right. It's going to happen. I'm going to end up winning this game, so it doesn't matter. But clearly, the shooting is not working. So what are we going to do instead? Easy. We're just going to drive right past Kira Lewis here and go into the lane with Tyrone Lue, which obviously you can do a lot better than I just did. But just to show you could hold the turbo button and just run to the rim if you really so choose to play in that capacity. Oh, that was Omar Yurt 7 that splashed that 3-point on me. The audacity. I do like his name, though. His name is cool. But Shaq Diesel is going to just block a bunch of shots. He's going to be huge for no reason. For some reason, this squad that I'm playing against is just like the decimators out here. Like, I got the Avengers of Gold out here trying to avenge all the losses I put on this squad. This is going to cash, even though he's got like a 65 3-pointer. You just know sometimes. Pull-ups. There we go. Easy peasy all day. I'm telling you, you will not lose with this squad. Like, I'm not only playing badly right now, the CPU has kicked me into overdrive and it started to splash with like this guy, Mama Kulukshvili, who I don't even know who he is, but my man is hooping like his life is on the line, which depending what country he is from, it is entirely possible that his life may have been on the line at one point in time. Okay, Kira Lewis just took a standing dunk from damn near the free throw line. See, the CPU is a little bit ridiculous sometimes, but there we go. Once you get Ty Lue takeover, it's over. Like, at that point, like you're not going to be missing. Also, Tyrone Lue gets a surprising amount of steals too, by the way, which I did not expect that to occur based on his stats. But he dunks the ball higher than his stats indicate, and he gets more steals. Now, one thing you're going to notice pretty often is that Shaq has some of, and I'm not kidding when I say this, some of the worst block animations in the game. I don't believe, and I talked about this at the beginning of the year with Diamond Shaq as well. Like, I don't believe I have blocked a shot with Shaq that he has actually been able to retain control of. Like, I'm dead serious. Every time I block with Shaq, it goes out of bounds. Dead serious. Look at my man Grant Williams. Now, you're not going to have that problem with Grant Williams that you'll have with Ty Lue. Ty Lue, for whatever reason, even though he has base 22 on very quick, will just start missing whites out of nowhere. It's like base 22 is the most inconsistent jump shot in the game when it comes to white percentage, because there'll be games where you will not miss a white the entire time. And that'll go for like 4 or 5 game stretches, right? And then a few games, you just won't make any. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it has no consistency whatsoever in regards to the amount of whites you make. And he has gold sniper, so that's not an issue. Like, yeah, obviously it's not like half sniper, but I really don't think it matters very much, honestly. Like, it doesn't. There we go. Ty Lue hit it. Oh, got to green that. Got to. But like I said, I'm playing horrible and I'm still winning 16-7. Like, it's really. Ooh, break him off, Ty Lue. Woo! Break him off. That is something Tyrone Lue has never done in his entire life or career, dude. But like, look at my man Ty Lue. I'll give it to the Diesel. I was gonna give it to Diesel here. I'm gonna finish it off with just a nice Ty Lue 3-pointer. Just a nice. Oh, okay, we're not. There we go. Shaq Diesel. Grant Williams in the corner. Sure, why not? Splash, end it. All you have to do. That took about roughly 6 minutes, but that's because I was playing terribly. You could literally win games in 5 minutes if you're making your shots. That's literally all you need to do, and you could climb up the triple threat board in no time doing that. And look, realistically, the most effective way to actually earn these little egg hunt exchange packs is to play triple threat offline. Yeah, it's not the most rewarding way. Certainly, I'm sure you'll be rewarded a little bit more if you're playing, say, clutch time. That's if you're winning games, though. Clutch Time or Triple Threat Online is going to, reward you in a more consistent capacity. Granted, most of the time you're probably just going to get like a gold consumable or tokens or 750 MT or something. That's even if you hit the grand prize. So I would recommend just to stack these, just play Triple Threat Offline all weekend. And I actually genuinely enjoy playing Triple Threat Offline. It's the only time I'm playing this game where I'm not stressed out completely. You know what I mean? And hey, who knows? You might get lucky and get Richard Dumas. Probably not, because I believe I've played like 100 games of Triple Threat Online this week or something, or Triple Threat Offline this week, I believe, at least. And I still have yet to see Richard Dumas pop up. And like, you can tell that I really just slept on Triple Threat this year, because I haven't even gotten high up on here. And last year I was all the way at the top at this point. So, let me know what your preferred Triple Threat squad is. The squad I was using prior to this one, which is, if you have the cards, I think is a little bit more fun. I don't know if it's better necessarily, but it might be more fun. Was Antoine Walker, Jakar Sampson, and James Bouknight. Like, that's who I was using before this every single game. And realistically, this squad's pretty cool, but I think the other squad that I showed you was a little bit better. I think I'm just more consistent with this one because I've played 200 games of TTO or something, or TT with this squad. So look, realistically, don't be afraid. I know the first instinct when it comes to playing this game is going to be higher gem tier, regardless what mode you're playing. But when it comes to Triple Threat Offline, it's actually better to use the overpowered low gem tiers, because you're going to get matched up with dusty squads that can basically do nothing. And regardless how many times you mess up, you'll still win the game. So have a good weekend, guys. I hope this helped you out at least a little bit. I really haven't seen people talk about Triple Threat Offline. I mean, it's relatively easy this year. So, but, peace.